Hi all, Sarah Traub here. Welcome to my channel, Have It Alls on YouTube. And if you like some of these projects and new projects I am showing you for crafters, please like and subscribe. So today I am doing these clear tube bracelets. There's a clear tube bracelet, comes in a 5-pack, and they also come with these little metal pieces, these little metal findings to hold them together. So these actually just stick right here in the ends of the bracelets, and then you cut it to length. So you just take scissors and cut it to whatever size works for you, and you fill them with either water, baby oil. So I have some baby oil over here, or you don't have to fill them with anything besides your favorite glitter. You can do it loose as well. So you can do it dry, you can do it with water or with baby oil added in. I find that it's easier if you are doing the fluid method, then you're gonna sit here and get these little syringes. So these little syringes, they're glue syringes is what they're for, but we're using them for our own thing because that's what we like to do as crafters. It comes with these little tips. I didn't really need those. I've just been using the syringe itself. So these actually, they come apart, and so that way you can wash them out really good, and then they'll pop back together. You can see like that. And I've got a little bit of, I like the baby oil a lot. So I've got a little bit of baby oil here in my cup ready to go. And you can use, I'm using the Starcraft glitters. So I'm going to use kind of a champagne gold, a rose gold. So this one's bubbly. This one's she crab. This one's sand and serenity. And this one's stingray. And I actually already did stingray here in the bracelet that I have on. So I don't know, here, let me get that up there. You can see, and it kind of moves around in there. It's almost like a lava lamp bracelet. It kind of just moves around, and I didn't leave quite as many bubbles as I normally do in this one, but you do leave a couple little bubble pockets to kind of move that glitter around. You can see right there the little bubbles, and it's kind of moving around. Oops, had my wrist out of the screen. But anyway, these are super fun little projects, and let's get started making one. So I did stingray already. That's the one I'm wearing, so I'm gonna try a different one. Let me do let's do she crab, the pretty rose gold kind of color. I'm gonna get in here and put a little bit of this. Ooh, so pretty. A little bit of this in with my baby oil. Can see I'm just doing a little sprinkle here. You can do as much or as little as you like. I might do just a little more, you know. Why not? A little extra glitter for good measure. So I'm gonna put the lid back on that. And then these right here you can cut to size, so they can work for an adult wrist, or, you know, someone who has a smaller wrist. You can see I have pretty big wrists and there's still lots of room left. These pieces measure 12 inches in length. And this is how much works. I'm just going to take my little piece I'd cut off my bracelet earlier to fit me and just use that as a guide to cut this one. There we go. All right, now I have it cut to size. I'm going to swirl this glitter around in my cup till it gets nice and mixed up, nice and stirred in there. And then I'm going to take my syringe, and I am going to actually kind of stick it down in the very bottom corner, kind of tilting my cup up a little bit. If you can see that, like that, like so. Kind of got to have it at a little bit of an angle is all I was trying to show. Okay, and then I am going to stir it a little, suck the baby oil up, stir it a little, suck the baby oil up. And there's no perfection or no perfect way to do this. It's kind of a little bit of just, all right, now a little bit of trial and error. So I'm gonna take this back off the end. So both my ends are now open. And then I'm gonna stick this syringe right on the end here, give it a little shake back up so that glitter's nice and mixed in there. And then I'm going to just start injecting. And you can see that glitter going through the tube. Give it a little shake, get that glitter nice and mixed up in there, and start injecting. I like to give it a little shake every now and then so that way all my glitter doesn't just settle to the bottom, doesn't necessarily may chunk up the tube or, you know, whatever. See? You can see the glitter starting to go in there. It's starting to come to this end. And I have a lot of clear at this end. So I'm actually going to squirt a little bit of that excess clear into this cup. Because I'd rather not have quite, I mean, it'll mix together and settle and stuff like that. So, but I'd rather have a little bit more of this glitter in the syringe in there. So I'm going to go ahead and squeeze this out the other side. Get some more of this glitter from the syringe in there. You can see. Kind of towards the bottom now. Now I got some air bubbles going in this one. I'm going to bring it back up. Now sometimes when you get these air bubbles, you can just take it and kind of flick it and work some more of that glitter down in there. Like I said, there's no perfect way to do it. There's kind of a little bit of trial and error with it. It's just a fun little project. Crafts don't have to be absolutely 100% perfect. They can be fun. As long as you're having fun, that's what matters. And I'm having fun. All right, so I'm going to take a paper towel and dry off this end. And when I do, I'm going to pinch a little of that oil out of that end and really wipe the excess oil off. And then I am going to take the little metal piece that goes on the end, and I'm going to get some UV resin. All right, let's see. Here's a medicine cup. I'm going to flip it over, and I'm just going to put a little bit of UV resin out here. I'm going to twirl the very tip of this metal finding in there, and I'm going to stick it in. There we go. Stick it about halfway. I want to make sure I get it about halfway in. I'll wipe any of the extra UV resin off with a paper towel. Let me get some more of this glitter in here. All I have to do is just kind of flick it down in there. It'll go. I want all the glitter. If anybody else out there is like me and wants all the glitter, then, you know, put a comment down below. I like all the glitter too. All right, now, some people are like, oh, I don't want to leave any air bubbles or air pockets. No, you want to leave a little air in there. That's good. That's okay. Because that right there will allow for some movement of the oil in there. All right, so I'm going to pop that off. Got a little air pocket left right there. Dry the oil off the end. And now I have this piece here. I'm going to take that and I'm going to dip that all the way around. I'm going to coat it in a little bit of that UV resin. And then I'm going to bring the two ends together and connect it. Squeezing it right there. Okay, and then I'm actually going to, you can use a gloved finger if you prefer. I'm going to wipe the little excess off onto a paper towel. And then I'm just going to cure this really quick. So, show you that. 1 minute on there. Now, let me show you why I'm waiting on this. That some of the, oh, my furnace is turning on. It's close to my office. Thought I shut it off. Anyway, it's cold around here in these parts right now. So this chunkier glitter, it will work. So as you can see, I can hand work this into the tube. It is a little bit slower process. I do not know any faster process other than just hand working that in there. Let me see. You can see this. I'll try to zoom in. Let me focus. Can I get a focus on that? There we go. You can see that you can work those bigger pieces of chunky glitter in there. It's a little bit difficult though. I'm not a big fan of using the chunky glitter quite as much, but it will work and you can work that in there by hand. I don't suggest using the syringe for it. Now this is a smaller, this is Sand and Serenity. This is a little bit smaller. Oops, let me adjust my camera right here a little bit. There we go. This is a little bit smaller chunky glitter. And this one I've actually successfully made a bracelet with. Let me get the other little tube end of this. So you can just kind of take this and keep working it in there. I actually did one of these dry. You know, it takes a little bit. It's a little bit of a process, but you can see that I'm able to kind of work that into the tube. It does not, maybe you can come up with a faster way, making a little paper funnel, or, you know, cutting off the tip of the syringe, you know, with an X-Acto knife or something like that. Whatever you want to come up with your creative abilities. You can see that you can get that in there, and I'll be making one of these too, but it'll just take me a few minutes to get through. Not everything's a super fast project. So, all right, got that in there. That is all sealed. Look, that is good and tight on there, and I got my little air bubble pockets in there, and it's moving that glitter around really nice, and ta-da, I have another bracelet to add to my ones that I'm wearing. So thank you for joining me for this craft. If you have any questions, feel free to post them below, and I'll answer to the best of my ability. Thanks so much. Bye.